Welcome to this week's Whiskey Burn, and gone a bit rogue this week. First of all, if you're watching this, subscribe, because it's basic honest opinions about whiskey, and I'm trying different ones, going down different roads. So like, subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you like these videos? Do you not? I want to know whether they're good or not. Like I said, I've gone a bit rogue this week. Bankhall Whisky. British single malt whisky and distilled and bottled here in the UK. A litre bottle. Didn't cost that much. In fact, I'll tell you, it was on sale for £21 for a litre. So I'm not holding much out for this, but I wanted to try something that was, it says UK. It was distilled in Blackpool on the west coast of England. It's a new distillery, so it started in 2019. Their first single malt came out in 2023, so it's a young distillery, young whiskey. It is 40%. I'm expecting an alcohol kick to this sort of one. Bizarrely, it doesn't come with a box or a tin, but you'd expect that for the price. I've never seen this one before. I half expected to see it in the supermarkets with all the cheaper ones. Who knows? So, it's got some nice engraving on the bottles. It says Bankhall down there. Now, just a quick one. Bankhall Distillery Whisky was around in the 1790s in Liverpool, but none of that association is with this. Nothing at all. It's just the same name, but this is done in Blackpool, and it's the same people, the same company that own Aberfoyles as well, amongst a few others. On the back, let me turn that around. On the back here are some tasting notes. Now, I did a bit of research on this beforehand, and it was right down my street. If you're more into your bourbon whiskey and your sweet whiskey and all that sort of stuff, then this really could be up your street. That's what I read. I've only just seen this on the back, so this is new for me as well. And we'll see whether what I've read corresponds to this. It says this amber gold whiskey finished in bourbon barrels has an aroma of vanilla and toffee, candied citrus fruit, fig and sultanas on the palate, dried fruit, creamy malt, nuts and dark chocolate. Cut a long story short, if you like smoke or sherry casks, this is not for you. But you like your sweetness, this is a cheap one for you. And I didn't even realise when I bought it, it was a litre bottle. A litre bottle of whiskey for £21, albeit in the sale. I think it was about £25. Easy to get off. What's nice is it's a cork bottle top. I half expected it to be the screw top, mainly because of the price, because I think cork tops cost more. Now, this has had some rave reviews. But what I kept reading on different sites and different people and different comments was, it's very, very close to a bourbon, but it's a whiskey, single malt British. So, enough. Let's get into it. I've never heard this. I've never tried it before. Cork came out quite easy. Toffees, just real sweet caramel. I mean, it is really nice. Vanilla and toffee. Get some in there. See what this is like. It's a very light colour. I don't know if you can see that on camera there. Very light golden yellow. Smells nice. Smells very nice. But I have a sweet tooth, so what would you expect from that? So what it says is here has an aroma of vanilla and toffee. Absolutely spot on. Candied citrus fruits, fig, sultana. Oh, that's a bit of air. I would say it is a bit. It's reminding me of a single malt scotch. Very easy on the nose. Not getting a scent of alcohol on this. It's very nice. Very nice. Now, I'm surprised at that. I'm not going to lie. I expected it with a bit its price. I thought they were trying to get a cheap out, make it quick. And because it's a new whiskey, as in a new distillery, 2019 is relatively new. So, no age statement. It's going to be a bit rough. You know what? This takes me back. It reminds me of when I first ever tried whiskey. It's like it has little explosions, sort of the lips get it, the front of the tongue, the back of the mouth, and the finish. The finish is short, but interesting. Do you know what? On its palate, experience dried fruit, creamy malt, nuts, and dark chocolate. Now, I'm not getting nuts, dark chocolate, but bit of fruit, which is nice. It's got a little like explosion at in the mouth, actually. Not, I was going to say at the back, in the mouth. It's got a little explosion. Quite nice. I personally think this is going to go very nicely with ice. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Yeah, Bankhall. Like I said, I never heard of it, but I wanted to try some English whiskey. It does say UK whiskey. Now, for £21 for a litre, straight away alarm bells are ringing, and I'm like, oh, this won't be good. Straight away you're going, how can you produce this much whiskey for such a low price? And it does make a concern, because you think, you want something a bit classy, a bit decent. Doesn't mean you have to suddenly pay £100 for a bottle, but you're kind of expecting, I don't know, maybe they just gone for the cheap, let's just get it out there and sell. Okay. The ice has made it more vanilla-y. Definitely vanilla. It's made it completely 100% smooth. And very, very easy to drink. So if you want an easy drink with ice, because you want it nice and cool, and sometimes the ice just obviously cools it, but it makes it just a nicer drink because it's cool. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind this Bankhall. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't mind it. So, Bankhall, single malt whiskey, without an E, I might add. It does say UK, but it's Blackpool, basically. And the reputation Blackpool has is cheap, easy, and good to go to, and fun, and easy and whatnot. I'd agree with that. I think that is Blackpool in a bottle. Nice, chilled, nicer. Yeah, good stuff that. Bankhall single malt. Cheap for a litre of whiskey. And there you go. Try some. Get it online. It's easy. That's it for this week. Enjoy your whiskey. And I'll catch you next week on the Whiskey Bin. Sláinte.